Okay, today we're going to continue talking about opening leads. The bidding is over, the contract is set, and you find yourself on opening lead. Recall the bidding. Recall what was bid, what wasn't bid. Did your partner bid? Recall the bidding, and then try to make the very best lead that you can. The lead that you finally make will be one of three types. The forcing lead, remember that's the kind where you have lengthened the trump suit or think your partner has lengthened the trump suit. You want to try to make declare use up her trumps early. So how do you do that? You pick the longest suit you have in your hand and you keep pounding it at the declarer, making her use up her trumps. The second lead you might make is an attacking lead. And that would be, recall, when you think there's a long suit coming down in the dummy, you'll know that from the bidding. If there's a 2/1 bid made, you want to try to set up your winners and your suits before they disappear on the side suit. And the third type, remember, was the passive lead, one in which you don't set any momentum for your side, but you don't give away a trick. You make a safe lead, the declarer gets that trick anyway, doesn't matter, you've not given her a trick. Recall from our last lesson that we talked about when to lead trumps. And just briefly review those 4 basic times that you might consider leading a trump, particularly number 1 and number 2. The first one being when the dummy has taken preference over the declarer's first bid suit, has taken preference to the second suit. That implies that she's going to be short in the first suit. So what you want to do is to thwart declarer's plan to trump her long suit using dummy's trumps. You do that by coming off leading a trump. And every time you or your partner gets in, lead another trump. The second time you lead a trump would be when your partner has left in a low-level double. You've made a takeout double and your partner's left it in, converting it to a penalty double. She wants you to come off leading a trump. And every time you get in, you want to lead a trump. The third time is when your side has most of the points and they've sacrificed at a high level. First of all, you double and then you come off leading a trump. They're probably going to get most of their tricks, try to get as many of their trumps separately in a cross rub. And finally, when any other lead looks dangerous, unattractive, might give away a trick, maybe it's safe to lead, make the passive lead of a trump. All right, let's look at an example before we move on. Your partner has opened 1 no trump. She's got 15 to 17 points. The south hand bids 2 spades. She ought to have at least 6 spades. She ought to have at least 8 points to make that bid. And you bid 3 no trump. You see where you bid 3 no trump. All right, what that bid means that you're telling your partner, I have at least 10 points. We have the necessary 25 points to make 3 no trump. But in most modern bidding systems, it denies having a spade stop. North says, I'm going on to 4 spades. I don't care what y'all got. Your partner doubles. And so what you know on this hand is that your side has anywhere from 25 to 27 points out of the 40. Their side has only 13 to 15, depending on whether your partner has a 15 to 17, 15, 16, or 17 point no trump. They're going to try to get most of their tricks via a cross ruff. I would suspect that North is going to be very short in a suit and declare is going to try to get as many ruffs as she can. You thwart that by coming off leading a trump. So what I would do here is come off leading the 5 of spades or the 2 of spades. It doesn't matter which one, just lead one of them. All right, we talked about now last week, and I've reviewed here today when to lead a trump. There is one time that you absolutely should not lead a trump, and that is when there is a misfit. When the bidding tells you that there is a misfit. One side's bidding one suit, another side's bidding another suit. Let's come down and look at the example. Okay, South opens 1 spade. And you look at your hand as the bidding proceeds. So your right-hand opponent opens 1 spade. So you're thinking 5 spades, at least 12 points. And you're certainly going to pass. You don't have a bid. The responder, North, bids 1 no trump. That's forcing for 1 round. Comes back and the south hand now rebids 2 spades. He's got at least 6 spades. He doesn't have a second suit to bid. He just simply rebid 2 spades. He's probably got a minimum opener. Now North, the responder, bids 3 diamonds. That's not a forcing bid. What he's saying is, I have about 7 or 8 diamonds and I don't have any spades. I may not have any spades, partner. I'm just trying to get us to a better contract. But South goes back to 3 spades. He says, well, I don't have any diamonds. I just want to play spades. So you're listening to the bidding. And what you know is that the declarer is going to be long in spades. It's bid them 3 times. It's probably got 7 or 8 spades. Very short in the diamond suit. And that the responder is going to have a bunch of diamonds. The 2 things you don't want to lead on this hand would be a spade. If you lead a spade and there would be a void of spades in the dummy, you see you have done for the declarer that which he cannot do for himself. If there are no spades in the dummy, then he can't lead one from the dummy through your partner. So if you come off leading a spade, it's going to be right through whatever your partner's holding, and I suspect your partner's not going to be very happy with you. Likewise, you don't want to lead a diamond. If you lay down the ace of diamonds and it gets roughed at trick 1, and there sits in the dummy the king, queen, jack, 6 of diamonds, all ready to gobble up losers from the declarer's hand, I think you're not going to be feeling very well. So whenever there's a misfit, 2 things you don't lead. You do not lead the trump suit. You do not lead the suit that was bid by the responder. So that brings you down to either the hearts or the clubs. And you said, well, here before you said to lead the heart. But remember, before the hand I had was king, jack, 4th of hearts. Here, your second highest card is the 8. So that you would not want to make an attacking lead from something like that. So you come down to the club suit. You have the jack, 10, 8. It's almost a perfect sequence. I would come off leading the jack of clubs in this hand. So you do not lead a trump. You do not lead the suit bid by the declarer, by the responder. Whenever the bidding tells you that there is a misfit. Okay, today I want to look at short suit leads. A short suit lead is one in which you have either a doubleton or you have a singleton. Sometimes these can be very effective leads. But when you lead a doubleton or a singleton, you need also to have in your hand a quick trump entry, either the ace X of trump, ace XX, king XX. You either have the ace or the king and some little trumps. Otherwise, it's no need to lead your singleton or your void. I mean, you can't lead your void anyway. But your doubleton. Okay, so let's look at the bidding. Okay, South has opened a spade. North has bid 2 spades. She's got three spades. She's probably got 7 or 8 or 9 points. And the declarer goes all the way to 4 spades. And you hold this particular hand. You do have the necessary quick entry in trumps. You have the ace. You have 2 little ones that are never going to catch anything unless they can be for roughing purposes. If you lead the diamond away from the queen, you're probably going to give away a trick. If you lead away from the club, is probably not a good lead either. So you decide you're going to lead the doubleton. So you lead the 9 first, and then next time you get in, when you get in with the ace of trumps, you're going to lead the 2, and hopefully your partner can now give you a rough and you'll get one of those little trumps. But I want to caution you that if your trump suit if it doesn't look like ace XX or king XX, but if it looks like queen jack X or jack 10 4th, you're giving away a natural trump trick when you get your rough, and you've gained nothing. Sure, you do get to get the trick you roughed, but you see the declarer has not had to expend anything. She has not had to use 2 of her trumps to take out 1 of yours. So it can be very costly to use a natural trump trick, one you were going to get anyway, in trumping if you have led a doubleton or a singleton. So you want to be careful that you have the quick trump entry, either the ace or the king. All right, if you have the singleton or doubleton, it's easy to know, to go ahead and make that lead. But sometime from the bidding, you may figure out that your partner is short somewhere. Okay, let's look at the bidding. South is open to diamond. North has bid 2 diamonds. So South's got at least 4 diamonds. North's got at least 4 diamonds to have raised him. He now bids 2 spades. You don't know if that's just showing a stopper. Maybe they're looking for a 3-no trump contract. North goes back to 3 diamonds. She doesn't bid 3 clubs. She does not bid 3 hearts, showing a stopper. She just bids 3 diamonds. Now we come back to South, and she rebids 3 spades. Now you're getting a picture of her hand. She had 6 diamonds and she's got 5 spades. If she had 5 spades and 4 or 5 diamonds, she would have opened a spade first and then rebid the diamonds twice. She did not do that. She bid a spade first, she bid a diamond first, she bid 2 spades, and then she bid 3 spades. The picture of her hand is that you should be thinking, she has 6 spades, she has 5 spades, and she has 6 diamonds. And her partner North takes her back to 4 spades. And we come down to you, and you double. And why in the world are you doubling? Here's why you are doubling. First of all, you do have the ace of spades, so you're going to get that. The second thing is, if you know that the declarer has 6 diamonds and that his partner has 4 and you have 3, that makes 13 diamonds. You know that your partner has no diamonds. Your partner is void in diamonds and will be able to ruff right away. And you know one other key factor. You know that the declarer South has 5 spades. You know his partner has 3 spades from the bidding because she raised to 4 spades. You know that you have a singleton. That's 9 spades. Your partner has got 4 spades. So what you want to do is you come off and you're going to lead. You're going to lead a diamond because you know your partner's void. It's very important, the one that you lead, because you want to tell your partner how to get back to you for another ruff. You have the ace of clubs. So the diamond that you choose to lead would be the 2 of clubs. Partner ruffs. She's awake over there. She comes back to you with a club. You take the ace, and then you give her another diamond, and she ruffs it. And now you've got to wait until the declarer leaves trumps. You'll get in with your ace. And now you know that your partner has 1 more trump. So you lead your 3rd diamond. She trumps it, and poor declarer is set before she has time to turn around. Let me just say this. If you had the ace of hearts rather than the ace of clubs, then the diamond that you should have led at the beginning would have been the 8, telling your partner, I have an entry in the heart suit. So we're going to be talking about suit preference signals in subsequent lessons. But here you have the ace of clubs. That's how you tell your partner to get back to you. You lead the lowest diamond you've got, which is the 2, saying, I have an entry in the club suit. If you had the ace of hearts instead, you would have led the 8 of diamonds, telling her, you can get back to me, partner, with leading a heart. So all these little subtleties, once you get them in your mind and start using them, it's really going to increase your game. So, I've been pounding at you in all these lessons how important it is to pay attention to the bidding. The bidding told you 3 or 4 basic things. You finally figured out by the 2nd and 3rd bid that the declarer had 6 diamonds and 5 spades. You figured out his partner had 4 diamonds and 3 spades. And you knew you had 1 spade, which gives your partner 4 spades. You knew your partner had no diamonds. So you see, you were able to set this contract. If you've not been listening or paying attention, you may not have been able to give the defense that you gave. If your partner has bid, she has competed in the auction, and you have reasonable chance that you are going to be able to get to her for a ruff, then that's a good time to lead a singleton. Let's look at this example. Your partner has competed to 4 hearts and the opponents have gone on to a contract of 4 spades. So let's look at your hand. You have the ace of spades, you have your quick spade entry and 2 little ones. You do have the king 4th of your partner's heart suit. You have the singleton diamond and you have 5 little clubs. Here, a singleton lead of that diamond would be very, very productive. You lead that. When you get in with the ace of spades, you lead a small heart to your partner, and if she's awake over there, she's going to give you the diamond rough, and you all are going to set this hand. So paying attention is very, very, very important. And you see here, the singleton lead is very much called for because you want to try to score at least one or two of your small trumps. I do want to caution you that you don't want to lead a singleton or a doubleton when you have length in the trump suit. Remember from the forcing lead, when you have length in the trump suit, the last thing you want to do is to start roughing. What you want to do is to force the declarer to use her trumps. And you do that by picking the longest suit you have in your hand. And each time you and your partner gets in, you lead that suit. Because you want to wait back and hope that you can have more trumps than she does. Couple of other remarks. If you have the singleton ace, it's probably not a good lead. The reason why is when you lead the ace, when you play the ace, you want to catch like a king or a queen. But if you lead out the singleton ace, all you're going to get is the 2, 3, and the 4. I think maybe you might not want to be leading too many singleton aces unless you know your partner, maybe it's her suit, and you let her know that you don't have any more. The lead of a singleton king should never be led. This is one that should never be led. Too many of them are made when the declarer finesses his ace queen and you get your singleton king. So I think that would be one time that you absolutely would not want to lead the singleton king. Okay, let's finish up here by looking at this hand. South is open to heart. You've overcalled a spade. North has bid 3 hearts, and South goes on to 4 hearts. So you have competed. You have put in a 1 spade beat. And let's look at your hand. When South opens a heart, this time you don't have to make the takeout double. Next time you have 5 spades, so you can overcall 1 spade. So you've overcalled 1 spade, but that doesn't deter them. They go all the way to 4. You're on opening lead. Certainly you're going to lead one of your spades. You're going to lead either the ace or the king. If you lead the ace, you are asking your partner to give you attitude. Do you want me to continue? By the size of the card she plays, if she plays a small one, she's telling you, I don't have any interest in the heart suit. Lead something else. Maybe she plays the 3 or whatever. Maybe she doesn't have anything but the 3, but she will try to tell you whether she likes. If she plays like the 7 or something like that, she's saying, yes, please come on. I like your spade lead. If you had led the king, she will give you count. So if she plays a low card, she's telling you she has an odd number. If she plays a higher card, such as a 6 or 7, she's telling you she's probably got an even number of cards. Mm-hmm. I don't know why I do that. Okay. So whichever one you lead, it doesn't matter. You lead either ace or king, they're equal. And let's say that you led the king of spades. And you all know that when I told you, as soon as you make your lead and the dummy comes down, you add your points, add dummy's points, what you think the south hand has to declare, and then you subtract from 40 and you'll know how many points your partner's got. Your partner doesn't have much. If they're bidding and you've got all this stuff that you've got, your partner doesn't have much, but she might have as much as 2 points. All right, so you look at that. You know that you're going to get your ace, king of spades, and you know you're going to get your ace of diamonds, but that's all you're going to get if you just cash them out. You've got to be trying to make the attacking lead. Is there an attacking lead here? Yes, there is. If your partner happens to hold as much as the queen of clubs, at trick 1, after you've led the ace or the king of spades, you shift to the small club. Partner, as you wished, has the queen and she knocks out the ace. Now when you get in, you're going to get your king of clubs, you're going to get your ace of diamonds, and you're going to cash your other big spade, and you're going to set the contract. But if you chose to just lead a trump, or if you just chose, you're going to get the same. Most, over 80% of the people are going to make 4 on the hand, but you're going to actually set it and you're going to get a top board. So next week, I want to focus on when your partner has bid and the types of leads that you would make. So thank you very much. Stop. What do I do now? Okay, I'm gonna stop share.
And you need to stop recording. So just you can click on that square up there, or move your mouse up.
I have to go down
Just click on that.
this.
Yeah, the square.